Hello everyone, it's Ms. Gomez, a 6th and 7th grade ELA teacher. I'm here to go over a website I created to make our online instruction a little bit easier. For starters, you can tell that at the top there are a few tabs, so I will be going over each tab and kind of talking about how they relate to our instruction. Okay, so for starters, attendance. So when you log into Google Classroom and you come to your English class, please click the attendance tab and please take attendance. You just have to type in your first and last name. The sixth graders, if you're in 6-1, it's the one to the left. 6-2, yours is to the right. And the seventh graders, yours is down here at the bottom. Just click on the link. It's going to take you to another page, but it's similar to when you click it on Google Classroom. Okay, make sure you take attendance. Announcements, just click the announcements tab. Whenever you do log in, anything that I need to share with you, of course, I will share it through Google Classroom, but I will also share it here. For both the 6th and 7th graders, I have one segment just for the both of you, and then 6th and then 7th. And at the bottom here, as you can tell, I put my contact information. So students, if you need to email me, please email me at that email address right there. You can also contact me via ClassDojo, Google Classroom, like a lot of you have been. There's also a phone number down there. If you don't have access to the internet and can't email me or get on ClassDojo or Google Classroom for some reason, feel free to email me. Feel free to send me a text message. Okay? And feel free to share that phone number with your parents. If they ever want to contact me, they can always use that phone number. Moving on, so books. So some of you were having trouble accessing the books. So I put both the audio version of the book up here and the written version. So this is Pictures of Hollywood. So my sixth graders, you just have to click on this document right here. And as you know, it's actually a real document. It's not like the book. I'm only putting it chapters by chapter. So right now, only chapter 1 is up, but we're only working on that chapter, so that's fine. As time goes on, I will be changing them. The Pearl, it's the same thing. The audio version is up, and I couldn't really open up the book version here. You just have to click on the link, and it's going to take you to the online version. Moving on to the narrative essay. So before I get into the narrative essay, I kind of just want to go over something. So every day will kind of be the same or look the same for us. So you will come into our Google Classroom, you will take your attendance, you will have a reading assignment, right? So you will be reading maybe pages 1 to 3 or 3 to 11 or so on and so forth, like we've been doing. Apart from the reading, you will also be taking your Cornell notes while you're reading, actually, and writing a short summary of what you read. After that, you will have your daily writing prompt, so be on the lookout for that every day. And lastly, you will be working on an essay. Right now, we're working on a narrative essay. So that's just kind of the format or the layout that we'll be doing moving forward. So just have that in mind that there's always going to be, I'm going to repeat it again, there's always going to be a reading. You will always be asked to write Cornell notes and a short summary of what you read. You will have a daily prompt that you have to complete, and you'll be working on an essay. Okay, so that's just basically the layout of our classroom from now on. Okay, so back to the narrative essay. So what I did here was I kind of broke down what a narrative essay is, what a narrative essay looks like, and how to get started on one. Okay, so a narrative essay. So I'm just gonna scroll through this. Okay, so if I ever tell you, oh, refer back to the narrative essay tab on our website, you know to come here and you know that you can find the information that you're looking for or that I'm guiding you to on here. Okay, I have videos, I have examples, and this is really important. So for this week, your outline was due or is due. This is the outline that I would like you to complete for your narrative essay outline. Okay, so this is the format right here. I uploaded it on Google Classroom, but I know that there was a lot of confusion going on at the beginning of the week, so that's understandable. Moving forward, anything would be on these websites. And right here is the outline for the narrative essay. Okay, and then any questions? I know that writing essays require a lot of work. So if you have any questions or get confused along the way, you can just click here, this little square where the mouse is at, and it will take you to this document. So in this document, you will be able to write any questions that you may have, and I'm going to make it a responsibility of my own to answer your questions every day. Okay? So if I do write a question, if you do write a question, I will write an answer. I will either post all of the answers up on our Google Classroom via a screenshot, or feel free to go back into the document and just read it over. Okay, so I did also post up the narrative essay prompts on Google Classroom, but like I said, because of the format, it may be a little bit confusing, or it might have gotten lost through the stream of Google Classroom. So the sixth graders, here is your prompt. The seventh graders, here is your prompt. Okay, so here you will find, I hope, all the information you need to write your essay. And of course, I will be working with you guys. So moving on, notes and summaries, or summary. So like I said earlier, you will be asked to write Cornell notes and a summary of the readings that we ask you to do every day. So Cornell notes, what are Cornell notes? Well, if you're not sure, here is a link. If you click up here, it will take you to a document that explains what Cornell notes are, why are they useful, how to do them. It's a very, very informative document. If you're not sure how to write them, click the link. Moving on, if you need a format, right, like an outline on how to write Cornell notes or where to write them, here's a format. So you can just copy and paste this or make a copy of it, and you can complete your own Cornell notes for the reading. If you're at home and you don't have the accessibility to open up Google Docs or have, a computer to do so, if you watch this video on your phone, it'll tell you how to complete your Cornell notes on lined paper. So there's always options. Moving on, a summary. So what is a summary? Okay, so a lot of you have been giving me maybe like one or two sentences, or you're probably just a little bit confused of what we're expecting. That's fine. So right here, it's going to explain to you what a summary is, what is required of a summary, and then here's just like a simple example using a Cinderella story. So we know who Cinderella is, right? So if someone were to ask you, can you give me a summary of Cinderella? You would tell them something like this. So this is an appropriate summary of the story that we all know. Okay, so you can skim through this, or if I ever refer you to this page, this is it. So moving on to daily journal prompts. Okay, so every day, like I said, you will be asked to write a daily journal prompt. Sometimes it's about your life. Just write about yourself. So why a daily journal? Like, you might be asking yourself, like, why do I have to write something every day? Well, daily journals help you think about ideas, help you think about the story. There's a typo right there. And sometimes help you think about your own life. They also help you practice writing. The more you practice, the better you get at it. Yes, so that's very true. So many of you probably play soccer. If you play soccer, you need to practice every day to get better. If you play piano, you need to practice piano every day to get better. It's the same idea with writing, that if you write every day, or the more often you write, the better you will get at it. So how much should I write? So I've been getting a variety of lengths, I guess, to your writing prompts. So here you can read that. Here's an example of what single space and double space is, since I've been getting both. And how do I know what the daily journal prompt is. So I will be uploading the daily journal prompt every day on our Google Classroom. However, like I said before, I know that sometimes the streamline of Google Classroom gets a little confusing. So let's say you didn't log on yesterday and you need to complete your daily prompt for yesterday and for today. You just come here, you click on this little box right here, and once it opens up, it's going to give you all of the daily prompts for the next 7, 8 days, and the ones from yesterday too, and you can just see them there and complete them and hand them in. This is both for the 6th and the 7th grade. Okay, guys, so we've managed to go through all of the tabs. I hope this makes our journey a little bit easier. I'm always here for every single one of you, and I can't wait to keep learning and growing with you all. Feel free, like I said earlier, to contact me, email me, message me. I'm here to help. Okay? Thank you, everyone, and have a great, great day.